Hello, I'm Grayson Ottaway. Welcome back. This is Marvelous Videos. Night Flash Origin Explored. Everything is possible in the world of comics, and DC has its share of play as well. With concepts of the multiverse, dark multiverse, and Flashpoint, they opened up their never-ending options of alternate origins and versions of their popular characters. We are all aware of the Crime Syndicate and the Justice Lords, which are evil versions of the Justice League, and also the time when Superman from another parallel universe had become a global threat.
Yeah, we can be stubborn sometimes.
DC Comics further extended the realm of imagination to combine two characters. In the Dark Knight Metal series, we saw the different endless permutations of Batman combined with different superheroes and villains, giving rise to a darker and overpowered version of the characters. The recent issue from the Flash comics also took a step toward introducing a new combined character. Night Flash, a combination of Batman and the Flash, has been introduced. Living a tragic life, his childhood faced more pain than either of the two combined characters, and he grew up to be the vigilante of Central City. So without further delay, let us dive into our video and explore the vigilante and speedster protecting Central City, Night Flash. Before we get into our explanation, a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to this channel. A small click for you, but for us it means so much. Thank you. Let's go. Night Flash Origin. Published on June 21, 2022, with the cover date of August 2022, The Flash, issue 783, introduced Night Flash, and in the next two issues, they managed to provide his origin story. Night Flash was an alternate version of Barry Allen from a different reality within the Omniverse. He obtained his powers with a similar combination of lightning and chemicals, which ended up killing a lot of people. He's introduced as an alternate version of Barry Allen from a different universe and seems to have a lot of similar traits to Batman.
Why are you here?
Oh, right. 'Cause it's Flash Appreciation Day?
Issue 783 begins with Wally West staring at his and Barry's photograph. Barry is somewhere lost in the multiverse, and they're all clueless as to how they could track Barry from the endless array of the multiverse. However, Mr. Terrific, after tracking down Barry's unique resonance signature, narrowed down their search to 3 alternate parallel Earths where Barry could be. The entire Flash family prepares for their trip to the 3 different realities, while Mr. Terrific hands them wrist devices that will help them as a guide in the force field. Meanwhile, Linda arrives with the twins, Irie and Jay, who are over-enthusiastic about becoming superheroes. While the portals open, Jay and Irie steal one of the devices and jump into the portal, hoping that they will find their Uncle Barry and be later declared superheroes. As the two dive into the portal, the entire room panics, and Jay Garrick tries to stop the two, but it's too late, and he follows them into the portal. All this while Linda was trying to tell Wally that she had started experiencing the powers of a speedster, but seeing the two kids dive into the portal, the entire issue is now about finding them. The remaining members of the Flash family split up into 2 teams and dive into the portal: Jay, Irie, Jay Garrick, and Barry Allen. Wally and Wallace West arrive on Earth Flash 1, where Barry Allen is having a normal day, stopping Captain Cold at a jewelry store with his nephew and sidekick Wally West. The two kids, Jay and Irie, land in another world, where they're surprised to see a skyscraper named Allen Tower. They also notice a dark figure behind them with a cowl and a lightning bolt across his chest, resembling a bat. This was the Night Flash, an alternate version of Barry Allen from this world. On the last of the 3 worlds, we see Jesse Quick and Max Mercury emerge in a desert. They notice a car is being chased by a convoy and race up to it to find that the one being chased is an old Barry Allen. He had a pearl that belonged to Terramongus and claimed that the artifact could restore life to his world. Jesse and Max help him by taking down some of the raiders, while the old Barry Allen manages to climb up a spiral exposure of rock and smashes the pearl. He was about to sacrifice himself as well, but Max and Jesse saved him. Meanwhile, on Earth Flash 1, Wally and Wallace split up. While Wallace tries to trail his younger self, Wally attempts to talk with the Flash of the world. Wallace follows his version from this world and finds an older Wally West appearing behind him, who takes him to dinner with Barry, Jay Garrick, and a young adult versions of Jay, Irie, and Emiko Queen. His costume slowly changes and his memories adapt to the new world. Simultaneously, when Wally goes to talk to Barry, he gets beaten up viciously as Barry sees him as the Reverse Flash. Back in the world with the two kids, they encounter the Night Flash. They use their powers to run, and Night Flash considers them to be one of his arch-enemy, Knives' henchmen. After a short tussle, the two manage to escape, but Irie loses her tracking device. Another shadowy figure greets them. This one looks like a kid. The kid then begins narrating to them the story of the Night Flash. Barry Allen, in this reality, was born to a famous scientist named Henry Allen. Henry had developed a chemical formula that could enhance rapid regenerative healing. This was soon noticed by crime lord Knives Maroney, who intended to take it from him. While Henry struggled not to surrender to them, his wife, and found Barry showed up. Knives realized them to be the leverage. He killed Henry's wife Nora and was about to kill Barry if Henry did not surrender. As he was about to kill, a lightning bolt struck the lab, exploding Henry's chemicals everywhere. This gave young Barry his powers, and he became a speedster. The kid also added that Night Flash since then has grown up to be a ruthless vigilante who has been ruling the city like a dictator. The two kids, after hearing the story, decide on stopping Night Flash once and for all, as they too are in desperate need to prove themselves heroes. Irie and Jay team up with the new kid who leads them to the Night Flash. The two kids and the Night Flash engage in a fight, and the other kids yell out to kill Night Flash. Night Flash takes down Irie and Jay and confronts the new kid, who reveals himself as the once evil crime lord Knives Maroney. Just as the final battle was about to begin, Jay Garrick arrived and pulled Night Flash away from the kid. Irie and Jay explain that the kid is a crime lord, but Knives had already disappeared by then. Night Flash and the two kids apologize to each other, and Night Flash explained to them the true story. That night, when the lab had exploded, it not only gave Barry his super speed, but also to Knives. However, Knives not only gained super speed, but also started aging backwards. Since then, Night Flash has been hunting for Knives, who is becoming younger and smarter every year. With this, the origin of Night Flash gets revealed, while Knives is seen to be holding Irie's lost tracking device. On the other hand, Wally struggles with Barry, who thinks him to be the Reverse Flash, beating him black and blue. Back at the museum, Linda decides to stop waiting and dives into the portal as well. She finally emerges on Earth Flash 1 and is able to get Barry to snap out of his illusion. Wallace met Daniel West and realized that all of this was not as real as the world around him disintegrated. Barry reveals that the Pariah had imprisoned him in this dream world. Finally, all the members of the Flash family travel back and reunite on Earth Zero. What makes Night Flash super powerful? Created by Robert Kanigher, John Broome, and Carmen Infantino, Night Flash is an amalgamation of Batman and Flash. Although his parents were Nora and Henry Allen, he had a lot of other similarities with Batman. Darkness is his ally, and he has the capability of instilling great fear in his enemies. Night Flash's connection to the speed lets him move at super speed and possess superhuman stamina and accelerated healing. His reaction time is incalculably fast, which makes it impossible for any ordinary person to land a blow on him. Even his senses are enhanced, allowing him to perceive and process thoughts faster than any normal person. His stamina is beyond that of any normal being, and he could probably regain his energy in seconds. He could vibrate his molecules to the exact frequency of objects and pass through them. Night Flash could also create vortices of air by running around in a circle or rotating his extremities at super speed. It's not just the speed, but a whole new level of power. Carrying traits from Batman, he is an excellent spy possessing high intellect and could probably outthink any genius. Besides his speed and reflexes, he is also an excellent hand-to-hand combatant. Batman and Flash combination is one of the most powerful combos possible in the DC universe. Tracing back to the Dark Knight's Metal series, before the formation of Red Death, Batman had clearly mentioned the possibilities if he had super speed. If he could be at more than one place at the same time. Red Death was more of an evil incarnation, and it seems that Night Flash might just be the better version that we all wanted. Conclusion. DC Comics had the freedom to experiment with different character traits with Batman. In an endless array of parallel universes, there are endless possibilities. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's Flash Batman amalgamation, Red Death, had previously done well amongst fans, but it was an extremely malevolent character. When Batman absorbed Flash's Speed Force, he was driven insane with power and decided to end his own world. Since then, DC and fans have always wondered about the possibility of having a better side to such a combination, which led them to the creation of Night Flash. Unlike Red Death, Night Flash is not really a combination or a physical fusion of two characters, but rather an idea of a grim version of Barry Allen, whose life has been tragic and traumatizing as Bruce Wayne's that we know of. He witnessed not only the death of his parents, but also a lot more other people during the time when he got his powers. All these left deep bruises in young Barry's mind, leaving him with the one goal of protecting his city from such incidents. His arch enemy is Knives Maroney, and we are yet to see if we would actually kill him if he had the chance. In this alternate reality, Barry Allen, aka Night Flash, is a vigilante of Central City who operates mostly at night. Not much information is provided about the characters in this alternate reality, as we are keen on knowing more about Bruce Wayne from the same universe. Does he also become Batman, or does he not? Is one of the main arising questions that we have, and we hope to get answers soon. If you like our content, don't forget to leave a like, and please subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one, and be safe. Thank you.